Hello, good evening, good morning for some, and good evening for some others. I'm ELISA Card, and this is the podcast Happy to Succeed with successful and absolutely loving woman. And tonight I'm with a wonderful woman, Grace Kostamo. She's here from the Pacific coast of United States, and I'm sorry. And I'm so happy to be with Grace tonight. We have met, we are like soul sisters. We've met last year on Facebook, and since we've been communicating, we are mothers of several children. We have a big family. You have 4 children, right? And
Yes.
I have 5 sons. And so Grace will tell us all about her international life, global life, and the absolutely thrilling adventures and journey that she's on.
Hi. Thanks for having me here. This is so wonderful. And I'm really honored. Thank you.
Well, it's my pleasure. Absolutely. A great pleasure. And so I have seen that you have a blog going on. You have a brand new blog. We will mention it right away. So, and we will put the link. It's called gracethroughjourney.com. It's a brand new blog, and it's online. It's getting a lot of information, right?
Yes.
About
Definitely.
what you are doing, and about your now your life coaching, because you are a coach too.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, thank you for having me here again. And yeah, just want to mention I'm actually from Canada, not United States.
Oh,
It's okay.
okay.
Yeah, and also, yeah, I'm originally from Philippines, and I moved to Africa with my family when I was 10 years old, and I live in Africa in Zambia for 12 years there, and that's when I met my Canadian husband and found love in Africa. And then from there, we were working as a humanitarian, and we just love it. We live in a jungle full of monkeys and any wild animals, but here we are, we survive. And from there, we moved to Canada he brought me to Canada 2002 in the Winter Wonderland. And yeah, and we have 4 kids in 2 years. And yeah, and then we started traveling, and I was going with him through his business because he was building amusement rides all over Canada and the Caribbean, and I would homeschool the kids and come and would go back and forth with him, and then we decided to just stay in Canada as our home base. And I love Canada. It's beautiful here. Yeah.
Yes, wonderful. Yes, absolutely. I love Canada. I've been in Canada, and actually 2 of my sons are born in Canada, but the French Canadian side in Quebec, from
Oh,
Quebec.
nice.
Yes.
How nice. There we go. We have something in common.
Yes, we have a lot in common already.
Yes.
That's right. So, what values do you share with your audience, or would you like to share here with our listeners regarding your international flavor, from first your Eastern origin, and Eastern mindfulness, and also from Africa, where you found love, and all the lessons you've learned from Western culture, what kind of
Yes.
values could you share?
Well, the main one that actually I would, give away there to others is that the values that I deeply value is how to learn to have adaptability, how to be flexible on understanding others who are different from you in colors, who have different beliefs than you know, in that learning how to understand their values as well, and without imposing your own fear, that your own fear by having a limited belief, or oh, I might lose myself if I started, you know, getting to know this person deeply. So without having that fear, you become more open about accepting others and understanding them. And that's being, you know, learning how to be adaptable to whatever comes your way, and not only through people and the situation as well, the circumstances, how to adapt and through that. And the other values is learning the language of the things you go through in life. What is the message behind those languages that you go through in life? If you can start discovering, maybe I learned something through this pain about love, or about how to forgive others, you know. And then, and another one is also when it comes to people, relationship with people, is how to understand their love language as well. Maybe their love language is through giving, the language of physical touch, or the language of, you know, like words of affirmations. And yeah, and it just goes on because everybody has different languages. And that's how I starting to understand people emotionally, spiritually, and, you know, their physical body language as well, that entails what they're actually talking about, what they meant, and their intention as well. So those are the main values that I have adapted in my life, what it has taught me from living from country to country to country, culture to culture. It's just learning about love languages, the universal love languages. It's just very challenging. At the same time, it like forces you to grow in a with ease and grace.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and this fits you really well because your first name is Grace, but also it's, as you say, it enables people or you to grow. But when people keep their mind open without judgment of others,
Yes.
as you mentioned, this is very important. And looking at the world as a oneness, as a one
Yes.
universe, and we are all the same. It's beautiful, beautiful values. I love them. Oh wow,
Oh, thank you.
so great,
Thank you.
so
Yeah.
great, beautiful. And so from such a beautiful life of travel and open mind, and then meeting your husband, your lover, or your heart, how do you say, sweetheart? What
Yeah,
is,
sweetheart.
yeah. So what is the advice, or what would be the advice for women to live in enhancing their emotional stability, or in other words, how to manage their emotions?
That's a very, very great question. It's like a very powerful one. I love that. And really to, in my experience, you know, because I married a different culture, a person who has a different culture and a different mindset, a different everything, vice versa too. So that how I how I would put it is how to implement the essence of grace. It's, to me, it's like how to apply grace in your emotional journey in life. And that comes through understanding the beauty of accepting others, having an open mind. And then that values that I mentioned before is comes in, which is adaptability, again, to accept others without judgment, right? So the same thing, like, yeah, how to handle each one's emotions, energy, and how to handle your own energy as well, so that you don't lose yourself in their energy, and your energy has to be stay grounded to the essence of grace. To me, what is grace, right? Like, to me, and the essence of grace is like your fuel to help you move forward with with kindness, with compassion, with understanding. And at the same time, you're finding who you truly are while you're also, getting to know the person next to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And finding your mission, ultimately, it's
Yes,
finding your purpose in life.
definitely.
And feeling true happiness within yourself.
Yes, definitely.
This is what we long for here on the planet. So
Yeah.
you have an amazing life, very full of beauty, actually beautiful, and and full of giving to others. You are very generous, and you have these talents within you, so many talents. And I've seen that you have many projects too going on, like
Yes.
painting, like writing a book, and you do also some do-it-yourself, DIY.
DIY,
Well,
yes. Yeah,
yeah,
do it
DIY.
yourself.
Do it yourself, exactly. And you are very talented. You can do anything. Right now you are writing a book. So
Yes, yes.
would you like to tell us more about your current book and when it will be available?
Sure, for sure. Well, my book is about myself, and then I wanted to help women this how they see themselves through my stories. So the story of myself there is just an example, a metaphor. How do you see yourself in in that story of someone's story? So the story is about like who am I? It's finding who you truly are in your childhood and motherhood, womanhood, and and not right now in your career wise. So finding who you truly are and blending that together becomes your one package. Become your wholeness, and learning how to put that together. And I hope, and my greatest hope is helping women, like I said before, is how to find themselves through as well, like, and encouraging little kids and their children or teenagers how to find themselves too at a young age. They don't have to wait when they're older. So it's more like finding who you truly are and your essence as well, and your purpose in life.
Yes, that's amazing, beautiful, and I love all the wisdom and all the treasures, all the treasure advice you give to women. It's absolutely beautiful. It
Thank you.
feels like we just pull like with a question and we can listen to you for hours.
Thank you. Yeah, the book will be done when once because it's still under process. So we will let you know for sure, and I will update my blog for that. But
Yes,
yeah,
absolutely. And so your website is gracethroughjourney.com. And
yes,
we'll put the link on when we'll share this video or the recording on the podcast.
yes. Thank you.
So, oh, you're very welcome. And it's a pleasure to be with you and to speak with you. And if our listeners want to get more advice, they can contact you via a contact form, probably within your website.
Yes, definitely. Thank you. I
Perfect.
really love this. Thank you, Elisa. And it's just a wonderful day, and you made my day.
Oh, you're welcome. I'm so pleased to have you here. It's a great pleasure. We've dreamed about it the entire
Yes,
year of
we
last year.
did. Yeah, and now here we are. We manifested it.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. We finally made it. Yes,
Yes.
that's perfect. All right.